Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Soul, Light, and Body. Today is such a beautiful day, and I hope when you wake up this morning, you give some sort of gratitude for being here. Because it's so important for us to give gratitude every day that we wake up. The first thing we should do is give gratitude before we start our day. And today is Monday, happy new week. And we are giving another chance that if things is not going right in our lives, we're given another chance to turn that thing around. We are given this chance that we could live a life of purpose. We could live the life of a true essential self. And it's such a beautiful thing that we could do this. It's such a beautiful thing that we could do this. So today we have a returning guest, Miss Crystal's son. And she's here to tell us all about vocal toning, the frequencies, the energies, how we should really live with these frequencies and what we should be doing to take ourselves up to that frequency. So we just want to welcome you, Crystal, back to the show. And thank you for taking the time to being here with us. And also, we got some real fabulous news for you guys today. But for you to hear this news, you got to stick around to the end of the show. We're not giving away that cookie now. You got to stick around with us because we got some really good stuff to bring to you today. Grab your journal, grab a pen, grab your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, a glass of water, your juice, whatever it is. Just grab it, sit back, relax, and enjoy this 1 hour with us today. I'm Karen Pascal. I'm a holistic health and wellness coach and a co-author of 2 ebooks with my sister, Joan Williams. I'll now hand you over to Miss Joan Williams. Joan?
Thank you. Happy Monday to all, and hope you had a good weekend and you're kicking off this new week here. And just think about some of the things you would like to accomplish, right? And take some time to think about what can make you be the better person than yesterday.
True.
And show yourself some compassion. It is so important to show yourself compassion and show others as well. Because this thing called life, every day we would like to live our true essential, live our best so we can be happy and exciting in life. My name is Joan Williams. I'm a holistic health and wellness coach and also co-author 2 ebooks. And today we have our returning beautiful guest, Crystal's son. And Crystal will be here today to share so much to elevate us, to help us with our frequency, our vibration, and all this good stuff so we can really live a good life. I'll tell you a little bit about Crystal. Crystal's son is a founder of Crystal's Son, and she is an advocate and that focus on raising frequency and awareness. She's also a songwriter and a music producer. Crystal earned the opportunity to work alongside of some of the top music producers from Hollywood and New York City. As a high vibrational music creator, she's also a podcast host that's name is Level Up. And she's also a speaker and an author for 25 years of experience. She's also dabbled in binaural beats and also vocal toning and so much more. So Crystal, welcome.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Karen, for having me
welcome.
again.
I know.
I'm so excited to get into this information. It's going to be so good.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is. It's going to be really good. and it's going to able to take it's going to able to answer a lot of questions that we've been asking ourselves for a long period of time.
Yes.
Because every day we wake up, we're asking ourselves a lot of questions. And sometimes we don't know even how to answer the questions. So we're here to help you to answer the questions that you've been asking yourselves for a pretty long time. Since we started the show, myself and Joan, we've been talking about the 12 components. And the 12 components, it helps us in our lives, because many times we are just looking at one area in our lives and just focusing, we zoom into that one area of our life, and we're not focusing on the other areas of our lives. And because of that, we could become burnt out, we become very frustrated, we don't know which direction we are heading, because the main focus is just on one aspect of our lives, whereas there are 12 aspects. So when you just focus on one, you're leaving out the 11. So today we're going to able to help you to dive into the 11 and to understand that you're asking yourself some of the questions, and the questions that you're asking yourself is pertaining to the other 11. So in our school, we have learned that for us to maintain a balanced life is food on the plate and food that is off the plate, which is so essential for our well-being. And the 12 components that I'm talking about, it's your relationship, your home cooking, your physical activity, your finances, home environment, spirituality, education, social life, your joy, creativity, health, and career. All of that make up your life. And as I said before, we tend to focus on one or two areas and not focusing on all. So we need to start to focus on all, so we could understand ourselves, we could understand our family, understand others. When you start to focus on these areas in your life, and you're able to help to balance your life in a more balanced state. Today, relationship. Some of the things that we ask ourselves, what type of relationship we have with ourselves? That's the most important thing. What type of relationship we really have with ourselves? What is a good relationship? What is a good relationship? And to have a good relationship, there are things that little, I would say little spices that you got to put in there to have a good relationship. And many of us, we don't even know what are some of the spices to add into our relationship to make it a good relationship. And as I said before, the key is the relationship with yourself. The relationship with yourself is so important, because that's the first thing, the relationship with yourself, and then come the others, right? Do you know what is self-love? Are you running around being empty? Do you know your value? Do you see the value within yourself? Are you forgiving any relationship that did not work out? Because many times you find we are hanging on to relationships that is not even working for us. Are you letting go of the past? And are you allowing a past relationship to hold you as a prisoner or hostage? Let's look at home cooking. Are you too busy to cook dinner or lunch or breakfast? What are some ways you can start to see the joy in doing some home cooking? How home cooking can help with family life and relationship. How is your relationship with food? You know, what is your relationship when you're eating your food? How do you eat each day? Those are questions that we need to ask ourselves, and it's so important. It's very, very important. We move to physical activity. Our body needs constant movement. Are we giving the body the constant movement it needs? How is your physical activity? How can physical activity help to improve your physical and your mental health? What is the difference between exercise, physical activity, and fitness? Why is physical activity beneficial for our lives? All of these are questions that we ask ourselves every single day. Let's go to finance. Do you have a spending plan? Are you taking the time to review your current financial situation and spending habits? How do you start loving the way you think about money? Because many times we don't have no relationship with money. We have no relationship with money at all. Are you making your relationship about money a priority? Are you willing to sit and work through the tough stuff when it comes to money? Because many times when we hear about money, we really don't want to talk about it. So the relationship with money is so important. And that comes under your finances. How is your home environment? Tom, could you put up the slide, please? How is your home environment? What does a home environment includes? What are some of the qualities of a healthy home environment? Is your home environment nourishing? Because many of us, there are a lot of things missing in our home, and it's not nourishing at all for us. How is your relationship with your spouse and your children within that home environment? Because many times we are just present in that relationship, we are just present in that home, but the physical is only there, but the mental is not there. How are you coping with that situation? How can a home environment affect your health? What are the home environment factors? And then we come to spirituality. How is your spirituality at this point in time in your life? How is your spirituality in your daily life? How does spirituality benefit a person? The positive benefits of spirituality in your everyday life. Your spirituality and practices. Spiritual health and how you can boost it. These are just 6 of the 12 components that make up and help you to be balanced. And these are the questions that we may ask ourselves every day. And many of us don't have the answers to those questions. We can't manage our finances. We hear the word spirituality, but we don't understand what really is spirituality. Relationship. Many of us don't have a relationship with ourselves and with others. What could we do, or what can we do to enhance those areas in our lives? Joan?
I That was so good because it gives us all things to think about ourselves personally and how are we coping in these areas and where are we at what point from the scale of 1 to 10, where are we in these areas? The thing is, when we speak about a circular life, it is such a good thing because we can eat all the kale, all the broccoli, and everything on the plate for nourishment or nutrition. But then there is another aspect of our lives to make us whole as an individual and to live our true essential self. So if those nutrients from off the plate are out of balance, then that is how we cravings, which lead us to so many other different things.
Yes.
So to stay in balance and stay fully aligned, then we have to look at these components that is going to help us to bring us wholeness and oneness with ourselves. So let's talk about joy. What is joy? What makes you happy? And joy is it's an emotion. It's our emotion invoke our well-being for success, good fortune, and desires that make us happy. That when we live every day, we have that joy in us. The things that we like to do. How would you describe joy as an individual? Joy, it looks like everyone have their own description of how they feel or express how joy is. And one example is like you're doing something that you love. You're happy. Your job. You got great passion and you got love for that. So you feel joyous every day because you're getting satisfaction with what you're doing. So let us look at education. How important is education to you? And education is a process that facilitates learning. And we start from the time we hear babies, and we never stop learning until we leave this universe, until we exit from here. But as we learn and we look forward for a higher job, a greater job that is going to pay us more to live a better lifestyle, then we have to get into a space of higher learning, elevating ourselves so that we can level up. We can level up to live the quality of life that we so deserve. So you can answer the question, what does education means to you? How important it is? On the scale of 1 to 10, what is the value of it for you as an individual to live your life and live your best self? Where do you fall on the scale? You can answer that question. And for us to achieve a greater education, then we have to understand, we have to create a mindset and have that goal, set that goal. This is what I would like to achieve. This is what I would like. You have to aspire for bigger than yourself. Let's talk about career. How are you in your career? Are you doing what you love? Are you excited every day when you wake up that this is what I want to do? This is my life. Have you found your passion? Because as we kind of phrased it, when purpose meets passion, because when you find your purpose, your passion emerges. and it ignites, and it's magical because you're not really working then. You're doing what you love.
Mhm.
So how do you feel about that? Are you happy with the job you're in? Is it a toxic environment that you're in, but you are complacent because this is where I get my paycheck? Or are you digging deep within and saying, no, I have a burning desire. I can do better than this. I don't need to be in this environment. I could do better. Take the risk. Take the chance. Step out. Step out by faith and reach inside, and you know that whatever you desire to, you're gonna feel that excitement inside of you. And you said, this is what I want to do. Because I feel great. I get great satisfaction. And influence people around you because you are doing what the reason why you're here. That's the assignment. How is your health? Are you taking time with your health to choose quality food, quality water drinking? Are you taking time to prepare a home cooked meal and then sit down and enjoy it with, if you live alone, but then if you have your family? Or you can invite a group of friends to come over for dinner. One of the essential things about food and health, take time to chew your food. Create an environment. I know we rush all the time because we got so much things to do. We got to go off to another meeting. We got to go here. Just tone down, relax, enjoy your food, chew your. When you're cooking your dinner or whatever meal is it you're doing, create a ritual form where you can light a candle and maybe you can listen to nice soft music, whatever your taste is. But enjoy when you're cooking because you know that that is something that you're going to partake of. It's going to help you to stay healthy and well, and that's important. That is very much important. What about creativity? How is your creativity? Are you excited when you create something? Are you looking for something that you can do that bring out your creativity from within, and you can feel greatly satisfied that, I created this? Is it baking? Is it writing? Is it poetry? What it is that get your creative juices going. Those things are very essential because as we highlighted earlier in the discussion, that without that part of our life not functional, we just there. We crave for so much. We go binge eating because that aspect of our life, whatever we're going through, is not fulfilled. But when you have a chart like this with all the various components, then you can look at that graphic and say, well, I think I'm here on the scale of 1 to 10. If my dot goes inner, it means so much, so much that I need to get completed with. My dot is outer of the circle, then you know, well, I'm doing well. So we can analyze everything and then we can say, you know what? Yes, I can work on this, or this area need a little bit more. And with that, that is how we create a balanced well-being. And that is how we can show up in the world, knowing that all our areas are functioning, that we have that wholeness, and that we could not only living for ourselves, but also for others. We can keep our cup filled because we're practicing all the various tools to help ourselves as an individual.
Yes, Joan, I really like how you explain the rest of the components, and it helps someone to understand that our journey here, there are things, as I would call it, the secret sauce to help us in our daily life, and these things it needs to be addressed for us to have a balanced life, you need to address all of these areas in your life so you could stay balanced.
Yeah. And I suppose to add another layer to that is your social life. How are you engaging in life? Are you socializing with your community, church, your groups? Are you having dinners? Because all of those areas of our lives need to be fulfilled at some point. Go ahead.
Yes, and we need to stay balanced in our lives so we could able to function in the different areas of our lives. And
Mhm.
when we are not balanced, we tend to drift off. Your mental state tend to drift off, your physical state drift off, and then the next thing you know that happen, you end up encountering some sort of stress,
Of course.
and then stress lead to disease, it become diseased.
Hmm.
So that is why these areas are so important for us to address as we live our daily life. We need to address these areas, and many times we run from it. We run from it, but it's going to always be there with us,
Right.
because every day we need to deal with our finances. We
Hmm.
need to deal with our environment that we're living in, or the environment at home and at work.
Right.
These things we cannot run from. We really can't run from these things. These 12 components, we cannot run from it. Our spirituality. What practice
Hmm.
are you doing for your spirituality? Your education, your social life. Are you happy? Are you happy with yourself? Are you
Right.
happy with your friends? Are you happy with your family, your spouse, your children? These are daily things that we live every single day. We
Right.
cannot run from it. We cannot, you know. Uh, some questions you need to ask yourself. Am I happy? Am I grateful? Do I like my job?
Hmm.
Am I feeling healthy? What am I procrastinating? What questions am I not asking myself? What questions am I not asking myself? Those are some so important questions for us to address. And when you look at this chart, it helps us to really come to the realization, because you could see and you could put the dot exactly from a scale, as Joan said, from a scale of 1 to 10. You could really, how is your joy? Am I a 7? Am I a 3? What can I do to take it up to a 10? What are some of the things that I do? And sometimes we ask ourselves for questions and we cannot answer that question.
Right. And also, I think we should just about in, we should answer it honestly, because if we give ourselves an honest answer from the scale of 1 to 10, there is where we can start making the change and seeing the transformation. We got to answer it. How do we feel about this?
Absolutely. And only, as Joan said, only when we are honest with ourselves, then is when we will have results. Because if we keep running away from it, it will always be there to face us. So we need to sit and be honest with ourselves. And I will now hand you over to Miss Crystal's son, because she's here waiting to give us some real juicy stuff.
Thank
Crystal,
you.
welcome.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Uh, Let me just pull up my slides. 1 second. All right, so we are going to be talking about vocal toning, and I'm sure some of you may be familiar with it, some may not. But this is what I practice daily. I am addicted to vocal toning, a big fan of vocal toning, and this is something that I teach about. I also incorporate vocal toning into the music that I create. So vocal toning, it happens to be a very ancient practice, and this practice utilizes the natural voice. And what you do is you make sustained vowel sounds or humming sounds on your full exhalation of breath. And this is used for therapeutic or meditative purposes. And basically, vocal toning assists the body in releasing any tension, any stress, any pain, and even dis-ease in the body by using our own natural vibrations generated by our very own vocal cords. And this stimulates our body's natural healing process, and it is known as one of the most effective, safest, easiest, most natural and inexpensive forms of sound therapy, because you're basically just using your own voice. And as you can see here, vocal toning dates back since ancient Egyptian times. And in ancient Egypt, the 7 vowels served as sacred sounds, creating a harmonic convergence. And in addition to the human voice, the Egyptian high priestess played the sistrum, like the little rattle things, in ceremonies. So it's a kind of like a rattle with metal discs attached to it, as you can see in the picture. And this generated a ultrasound to enhance healing, which is still used today. And the ancient Egyptians believed so strongly in the power and the sacredness of sound that there are absolutely no vowels present in their written language of hieroglyphics. So we use our voice and vocal toning as a tool for entrainment. It's not for entertainment purposes. And I'll break down exactly what entrainment is. So entrainment, it's a phenomenon in physics. It basically allows an object to change the resonance or the frequency of another object. So this means, in this case, using vocal toning, that we are attempting to use our own voice to entrain and change the frequency of perhaps different parts of the body that may be out of alignment. So I always like to say, people ask, well, can I do vocal toning? I'm not a singer. And I say, yes, because if you have a voice, you can use vocal toning. You don't need to have, this amazing voice, or you don't need to be like on American Idol to do this. The only thing you need to do is simply make sounds. And when you focus more on the intention and less on perfecting your sound, that's where like the real true magic lies. And your voice, it truly heals down to a cellular level. So sound has the ability of it goes into our cells and it starts to rearrange our cellular structure. So when we're making our own sound, it's as though the sound is coming from within and then it's going without. So this makes our sound extremely powerful, and there's no greater tool on the planet than making our own sound, simply because if you think about it, there's no other way to have sound from within go without. And this massages all of our internal organs from within, and then it goes without to our physical body and then further out to our subtle bodies. So here, the benefits of vocal toning. So toning, it helps to reintroduce one's missing or weak frequencies into the energy field for wholeness and well-being. And the problem most of the time is that our body is like an overall orchestra. So some of our notes are playing in harmony and some are not. So what this does is it helps to balance out the body so that we're playing in harmony. And when the body is out of tune or playing out of ease, this is what causes dis-ease within the human body. So toning is a great way to really put the body back into harmony. Toning also supports the release of limiting beliefs and density. It helps to support immune function and releases beneficial endorphins and feel-good hormones within the body. Toning also alters your brainwave states, including the alpha theta states associated with clarity and with healing. And toning assists in reducing pain, stress, and as I mentioned, briefly, it helps to eliminate any dis-ease within the body as well. So I'm just going to introduce you to our sacred vowel system. This is just a basic vocal toning chart. And as you can see on this chart is that there is a relationship between the vowel sounds, the chakras, the musical notes, and the zodiac signs. So everything really connects. So typically in vocal toning, there are a total of 12 energy centers that we cover in the body through vocal toning. But today we're just practicing with the main 7 chakras. And what's really interesting about each chakra point in the body is it connects to the zodiac sign, the notes, and each one has an emotional and a physical correlate. So, for example, say you have gallbladder issues and you want to target your gallbladder, you would want to focus on this chakra here. So the orange chakra, your sacral chakra, and this would connect directly to your gallbladder. And in the vocal toning chart here, we would use our vowel sound ooh as in you, okay? And as you can see here, it goes through each chakra, all of the physical correlates, all the emotional correlates that are connected. Oops, skip some stuff there. So if you're anyone who like battles with migraines or headaches, thyroid issues, anything with the teeth, the bones, I mean, it goes through everything. It's so in depth. So we can literally target each energy center and we know exactly what we're targeting. But where the magic comes in is more so our intention. So I always like to mention Dr. Joe Dispenza, which I'm sure most of you are very familiar with. He's very popular and famous. And the reason why he's so popular is because he was able to heal his spine with the power of his mind, with the power of his intention, with visualization. So you can call it what you want to call it. You can call it intention, visualization, manifestation. You can call it the placebo effect. It doesn't matter. It works. So what we're doing here with vocal toning is we're coupling the magic of intention, visualization, with your own vibration, with your own sound, right? So that's what makes it so powerful. And our vibration creates thoughts, and these thoughts fuel or amplify your own self-created sound, and this results in very quick healing. So we're able to actually heal our body through the power of our thoughts and through the power of our own vibration. So what I like to say is I always say, yeah, you don't have to be a singer to do this. You really don't. The only thing you need to do is make sure you focus on that intention, on that vibration, and really focus the sound and the vibration in the area that you wish to receive healing. Your cells and your whole entire body has its own consciousness. So you can really communicate with your cells. You can communicate with your organs. It all has a consciousness that you have full access to. So once you shine light on these cells, you shine light on these organs, you shine light within your body, and you focus this intention and this energy, your body slowly starts to heal. And this is where the entrainment comes in with your brain waves. Because when you listen to your favorite healing music, that frequency goes into your ears and then it goes into your brain. And this is what I create. I create binaural beats coupled with vocal toning. And depending on the sounds that you're listening to, that frequency, it has the ability to stimulate and activate different brainwave states. So most of us, right, we are mainly like in beta state, which those are smaller, faster brainwaves. So it's associated with a state of mental intellectual activity and outwardly focused concentration. So what do you think happens when we're working and our brainwaves are in beta state and we need to get in all the way to delta brainwave state, which is between 1 to 3 hertz. These are very slow. This is what puts us to sleep. And most of us have trouble sleeping because our brainwaves are still in beta and it's almost impossible to calm down. So this is where binaural beats or self-created sound would come in to entrain the brain to slow those brain waves down, you know, to really get us into that nice slow state, that sleepy state, so we get nice peaceful rest. And I always like to say that there's really no solidity in the universe, a form that appears solid. It's created by an underlying vibration. And these vibrations, they express themselves in corresponding geometrical figures. And this is, you know, when we see beautiful geometric patterns and, you know, on the planet, just in nature, everything is frequency, everything is vibration. So it would make sense to really be mindful of your own vibration. Be mindful that that you are vibration, that everything is frequency and vibration, and that through the power of vibration, you can heal anything that you really need to heal in your life. So what I thought we could do is a quick vocal toning practice. Now, this information on vocal toning, it goes much more in depth. And for the sake of your time, I'm literally just brushing the surface, giving you just a little something you can walk away with to start your vocal toning practice. And this is perfect for beginners. So if you're just getting started and you just want to learn how to basically target each energy center, this is going to be for you. And this is just the basics. So what I'm going to do is walk you through. And what's very important first is to set your intention. So say there's something that you really want to focus on healing. It doesn't have to be something physical. It could be also something emotional. So say you're suffering from anxiety or any stress in the body. This is something that will help to balance out your body as well. So let's just look at our chart here. So for example, say you're struggling with self-esteem issues and you really want to focus on that chakra. So we would focus on our sacral chakra, and the vowel sound that we would focus on is oo, as in you. But the thing is, to really get that activated, we want to work through all of our energy centers. And then we would come back and give the sacral chakra a little bit more love with that particular vowel sound. And what we do is we work from the bottom and we go all the way up, right, to the last of the crown. And once we reach the crown, we can either ground ourselves back with simply just a humming sound, or we can ground ourselves back, focusing back into the heart and then into the root. So I am going to walk you through just the basic practice, and you can either listen or you can just do it with me. I don't think anyone, it depends on where you are right now, but just have fun, be free, make some sounds, and set that intention, because remember, your intention is what really creates that healing within your body. So what we're going to do is start with the root, and I'm going to walk you through these vowel sounds first. So this is as in huh. So it's going to sound like this is ooh, as in you. So ooh. This is o, as in go. So this is oh. This is as in ma. Ah. This is I, as in my. I. So it's very simple. This is a, as in may. A. This is E, as in me. E. So I'm sure you get it. So it's very simple. And just make sounds. You don't have to, again, you don't have to sing these on key or on note. It's whatever sound comes out. Your body knows what it needs to do. Your body's very intelligent. It's more so focus on the intention, focus on directing that vibration of the vowel sound into your body, exactly where your body needs healing, and your body will do the rest. Just trust the process. So let's begin. So what I like to do is set my intention, close my eyes. And a good practice is breathing into your diaphragm. So it's diaphragmatic breathing. So that's just below your navel. So you want to direct all of your air into your diaphragm when you breathe in. And then when you exhale out, you're going to exhale out your vowel sounds. Okay. So I'll give you a minute to set your intention. I'm going to breathe in. And we're going to move up to our sacral. Breathe in. Then we're going to move up to our solar plexus. Breathe in. Oh. And we're going to move up to our heart. Breathe in. And we're going to move up to our throat. Breathe in. And then our third eye. Breathe in. And then our crown. Breathe in. Now we're going to ground ourselves back down to our heart. So we're going to breathe in. And then we're going to end with our root. Breathe in. And then you just take a few minutes and allow any messages to come to you. You may feel feelings in your body. That's completely normal. You may feel really relaxed. Again, this is a great practice to do maybe before you go to bed. Helps you get wonderful sleep. So this is the place where you would connect to receive messages, intuitive messages, downloads. If you need to make decisions and you're unsure, vocal toning is a great practice to use to really guide you. All right. So I hope you feel good. I know this is something I do and it always calms me down. It makes me feel amazing once I finish the practice, which is why I'm such a big believer in sound and vibration to help the body, because we have this tool, this magic within us. And now what I wanted to mention, and what we've been wanting, me, Karen, and Joan been wanting to mention, is that if you're interested in learning more and understanding the ins and outs and how to use this as a practice to really tune up your body to match the frequency of, say, amazing health, to match the frequency of love, to match the frequency of wealth, because remember, health, love, and wealth vibrate at a very specific frequency. We just have to learn how to match that, how to tune up our body to match the frequency of health, love, and of wealth. And if you're interested in learning more about that, I invite you to our Vocal Toning the Chakras Masterclass for Health and Wellness, which will also include more in-depth information on the 12 components to a healthy lifestyle. And this will be held on Friday, September 30th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern. And we're also going to do a very amazing giveaway at the end. And it's going to be jam-packed with very practical and, again, life-changing information, because when I learned about vocal toning, it completely rocks my world. It changed everything for me. And that's why I'm here today sharing this information with you, because I know if you're here today, it will help you. It will help you with whatever you need. Trust me, vocal toning is just, it's amazing. I have no other words for it. So everyone who's on here today, I invite you to reserve your spot now for this event. We do have a special discount code for you just for attending this live. So we can include all of that information, and we expect this master class to fill up very fast. I have a lot of people who are interested to learn more in-depth information connected to vocal toning. It's actually starting to become a very popular practice. So there are limited spots. So the earlier you reserve your spot, the better, and it will be recorded. So we'll send you a replay link as well, say if you can't attend live. So Tom, I guess I can send you that link here. And then I'll also send the discount code for you guys. And then we will answer any questions. Hold on. Okay. And just so you can see it on my screen here, I'll pull up the, see if I can pull it up here. Hold on. Do I have it here? Let me check. Oh, I don't think it's there. I was going to try to pull up the actual page. Hold on. So Tom, I sent you the link for the masterclass in our chat, and then also the discount code. And let me just see if I can pull it up for you guys. Here. Here we go. So this is the page here. So it just goes over everything you're going to learn in the masterclass, all of the information. And then anywhere in here, you can click reserve your spot. And then it will bring you to, here, I'll click it down here. And then it will bring you to the RSVP page. So vocal toning the chakras. So you would just RSVP there, or you can check out below. And the price is $52, but since you're on here today, I have the discount code here for you. So you would basically save $10. So you would only pay $42.
Wow.
So it would only be $42, which is like super cheap.
It's a better hop on it.
Yeah.
Super big discount. But yeah, I want it to be affordable. I want more and more people to learn about this practice. And for me, it's not about the money. This is more about, I really just want to be able to spread this knowledge to as many people as possible. So if you feel drawn to this and you're interested, I welcome you to join us. It's going to be fun. We're also doing a giveaway here. So I actually make custom high vibrational music to clear, activate, tune, and charge your energy field, because all of us vibrate at different set frequencies, and this will target your specific frequency. So this involves health, love, or wealth. So I make custom tracks to basically attune to your energy field, to tune up your energy field so that you're able to attract amazing health into your life, love, or even wealth. So we will be giving away one free track as well if you stick around till the end of this event. So as soon as you reserve your spot, you are automatically entered to win a free track. So I hope you guys can join us there. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
Yes, it will be fun. And also, myself and Joan, we will be giving away some free email series. And those email series are really, really good topics. And it will help you over the course of the weeks. It will able to help you to understand different topics. And the email series will also help you in your daily lives.
Yes.
And also, we are giving away our 2 ebooks. You'll make the choice which one, because one of them is your gut and you, and self-care is intentional. So you will make the choice which one of the free ebooks you would like to have. And Joan?
Yeah, it is so important because as we live life, the more information we have, it is so big for us to understand how we can move through life every day on a daily basis. So yes, please join us and invite your friends as well.
And I'm just looking through some of, I think I missed some questions here. Casey, what if you are sick with multiple symptoms in different chakra areas? That's a great question. So you would just target those specific chakras. So you would basically look through the guide. You can actually find this guide in my vocal toning ebook. And you would see which chakras they're connected to. And then you would just show those areas a little bit more love. You would just focus your intention on healing those specific areas. I always like to focus on one at a time, just to kind of get your body warmed up to this process of, healing with intention and with vibration. And then as you get better and better at it, you'll find yourself being able to heal multiple ailments at a time. So I would start with just one at a time. Like, say you want to work on, you have gallbladder issues, take maybe a week to work on that and allow the symptoms to see if the symptoms start to subside. And then after that, you would work on your next symptom. If it's something emotional, you could definitely work on multiple emotions at a time. But as far as any physical ailments, I would give it a little bit of time. So about a week for each. I hope that answers the question. Let me see. Erica had a big burp. Loud ringing in my ears. Interested. Amazing. Yeah. How can we get? I hope you. All right. So I think you guys got the link. Yeah. So we have the link to the masterclass. Well, thank you, everyone. Let me know if you have any other questions.
And this class, it will be so packed with a lot of great information.
Yeah.
A lot of great information.
It's going to be in depth. Like, I just brushed the surface. It's a lot. It's a lot to learn. Yeah, this is going to be everything you need to know, basically, about vocal toning. So
yeah,
you'll be like a pro when you're done.
Yeah. And make sure when you're coming to this event, you have a notepad, you have a pen, so you could jot your notes down that you need to jot down, because we all gonna, myself, Joan, and Crystal, we're gonna be giving you a lot of tools that could help you to move forward with your mindset and your life in general, so you can live your true essential self.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of takeaways that you will be able to practice in your daily living.
Yeah. So there's any other more questions? I didn't see any more other questions.
Yeah, I don't see any others here.
Yeah. So Crystal, we're giving them a discount so they could hop on it, reserve their seats, because this is gonna go pretty fast.
Yes. Yeah, it's gonna go fast. I have a lot of people who are on the list. We have a reserved amount. Yes. We don't want to take too many people on, so it's a limited available spots right now that we have for this masterclass, because we want it to be more intimate.
Right.
So definitely get on board now. We'd love to see you there. We'd love to work with you, and it's like you're working with us one-on-one, because you can ask any questions you have, and we'll work through anything that you have. At the end, we'll have an open Q&A. So it's going to be nice. And again, if you can't attend live, we will record the entire event, and you'll have a private access code and link to a lifetime access to this amazing masterclass.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes.
there's a lot of value.
There will be a lot of value here
Mhm.
attending this. A lot of value. So we just want to thank you. Any last words before we leave, Crystal?
Keep that vibration high and have that frequency awareness and know that you are powerful. The power is within. So whenever you're feeling like you can't do it, know that you can, because you have that power within. You are vibration, you are frequency, you are power. You are a powerhouse. I believe in you. I love you. And thank you, Karen. Thank you, Joan, for having me on again. And I'm so excited to be working with you two beautiful souls.
Thanks you. We are excited to work with you as well too. It's a pleasure.
Yes, it is a pleasure to work with you, Crystal, and collaboration is always the key.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because when we collaborate, we help to bring messages to the vast amount of people.
Yeah, definitely.
And at attending this event, you were able to walk away with some real good tools that you could always check into your toolkit at any time and use these tools to enhance your life.
Yeah.
So that
It's
is why we are collaborating, just to help you. We are doing this for you.
yes. So
It's
you can,
all for you.
sorry.
Go ahead, Joan.
No, I said so that we all can live a quality life.
Absolutely. So we all can live a quality life. And bring your questions when you're coming. Bring your questions to the event, and we're going to answer your questions and to help you to move forward. That is what we're here for. It's to help you.
And also another layer, we actually setting the tone for 2023.
Absolutely. Yes, we are. You're going to be setting the tone for 2023. So you'll have your tools in your toolkit to move forward into
So
2023.
Yes. Perfect.
Yes.
when
Krista,
he's here, you can hit the ground running and say, I got my toolkit here.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So we just want to thank you all, beautiful people, for joining us today and to help the show to make the show a success. And grab your reserve your seat, because it's going to go pretty fast. So we're hoping to see you there at this event that we're going to be hosting, and hope to see you there.
Hope
Take
to see
it.
you right there. Yes.
Yes, and have a wonderful evening.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.